So friends, I just want to say Coqui, Coqui. That is the name of our frog today, and he is adorable. Each of you are going to be seeing these on the table, but you don't even really need to look at it. You're going to have a Sharpie here, and you're going to draw along with me. So the first thing that we're going to do is right around here, you are going to put one circle. What? If you have a Sharpie that's dying, please don't use it. We're going to throw that away and we'll get you another one. Much better. So I'm doing one circle, and then I'm going to kind of do a little bit more than a finger space and do another circle right here. The next thing I'm going to do is a little tricky. I'm going to put a little circle inside of there. Do you see that? The next thing I'm going to do is do another circle going around that one. And now that I have that, I'm actually going to color this in black. And that's going to make his eyeballs really stand out. So I'm going to give you a second to get that finished up. Maybe the teachers can walk around if you're frustrated or something like that. If you hate what you did, you can always flip it over. But this is a very expensive piece of watercolor paper. So we're going to want for you to try and, if you think you made a mistake, we're just going to have you try and fix it. Now next, look what's going to happen right here. I'm going to have you put a dot just a little bit lower than in between the two eyeballs. Do you see that? And from that dot, I'm going to have you go up and hit his eyeballs. And then we're going to go up and hit his eyeballs. Do you see how it kind of made a little curve there? That's what we needed on Mr. Frog here. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to draw two lines coming out from his eyeballs. How you doing out there? Now we're going to do kind of like a gentle V. We're not going to get too crazy. I'll just wait a minute for you to look at it. All right. Next, we're from this point here. I'm going to aim for this. So I'm going to start right here, and I'm aiming for right here. Nailed it. Then I'm going to come here. I'm going to go, whoop. I did it. And if yours turns out a little different, no big deal. All frogs look different. Next, we're going to go right here, and we're going to go under and up. And just like that, we have a frog. Now what we're going to do is get him some arms. So the first thing I want you to do over here is to do two lines going out. Do you see how my Sharpie is starting to die? Unacceptable. We're going to throw this away. I don't want you having a dying Sharpie. I'm getting another one. I want you to have good Sharpies. So I have that one. Now I'm going to do another one. What? This Sharpie is dying. Good grief. Let's try another one. Okay, much better. So I have two lines going over there. My Sharpies are dying all over the place. Hopefully you got your arms done. Now I'm going to come in a little bit, but I want this to be his elbow, so I'm just going to come out a little bit further and down. I'm going to come in, and so now I'm going to go further and down. So he's got his arms there. And this is where things are going to get a little bit silly. We're going to give him some fingers. I'm going to give him 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to come over here and do 1, 2, 3. And now, if you've ever seen these frogs, they have a little circle on the end. So we're going to do circle, 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 circle. We are now on our way with our froggy. From here, you get to do a whole bunch of stuff. You'll see on the example that they want it to look like he's kind of hanging across a leaf. So what I'm going to do right here is by his elbow, I'm going to draw my leaf going all the way over here. And then I'm going to have my leaf coming up here. So now it kind of looks like he's, hey, hello. He's coming up by this leaf. Now this is going to be a really, really big leaf. And if you've ever seen a leaf like this, you'll see that it's actually really, really big. And it has a center going down it where the stem is. So what we're going to do is we're going to start right down here. And I'm going to make this look like it's the center of my leaf. Okay? If you look at the example here, you'll see that that's what they were doing as well. And like right here, here's the center of the leaf, and we're all good. And now we have to draw a few veins. So if this is the center, that means we're going to have a few veins coming out this way. And then on this side, we're going to have a couple veins coming out this way. No matter what, it's going to turn out cute. So don't worry if you don't like it. Now that you have your frog on there, there's so many different things you can do. One of the example sheets on your table shows you how to do the lobster claw plant by starting with a squiggly line and then adding in the details. If that seems a little bit hard, skip it. You don't have to do that. You could just skip that and just draw lots and lots of leaves in the background. Because in a rainforest, there are big leaves, there are skinny leaves, there are fat leaves. If you just keep adding leaves in the background, your frog is going to be so happy. If you want to, you can make a second frog kind of hanging out there in the background. But you're always going to leave a little bit of space in the background just so we can add an awesome pop of color. So once you're done drawing, you're going to dip your brush into water and you're going to put it into your watercolors. You're going to go ahead and swish it in there and you can just go ahead and start to paint. The wonderful thing about watercolors is that because it's wet, hence watercolors, you can always put another color on there and just kind of doop, 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 look at here, doop, 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 and it will just mix so sweet right on the page. Don't rub back and forth like crazy. You're just going to touch it on there and let it do its magic on the watercolor paper. When you see that you like it, get out of there. Don't touch it anymore. Just leave it. So I'm finishing up the rest of my leaf, and now I'm going to start to maybe add some red to my flowers or to other plants. If you do flowers, you can make them orange or red or whatever you want. It's going to look so gorgeous. Later on, you can go ahead and color in all the leaves that you added. You can also color in your frog. You can do them any color you want, brown or golden or green or a different shade of green than you did before. And then the very last thing that you're going to do is do your background. And the only thing you want to be a little bit careful of is not getting too close to the things that you painted before, just so that the water doesn't spread. But if it does, not to worry, it's going to look awesome. So I hope you're going to have fun watercoloring today. If you don't finish today, I'm sure that we can finish tomorrow. We'll work something out. Go ahead and have fun painting your Coqui. 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 That's me doing my Coqui. Have fun.